Everyone, it's time to hit the power plant. We all know it's not going to be easy. We tried before, and not everyone made it. But this time we're smarter and better prepared. I know we can do this. We have to do this. It's the only way we can find Tatiana and end NAR.
Mousy, you're talking about striking at the heart of the Rat King. But have you learned everything possible about his plans?
Me and Olivier have been inside the power plant. We saw the Chernobylite, and we saw that NAR's motives are very much the opposite of pure. Is there really anything more we need to know?
What about that black mask-wearing motherfucker? Have you identified him?
No, but who cares? When we cross paths, we'll take him out. End of story.
Do you know what NAR is actually doing at the power plant? Why is it so important? And what does it have to do with Tatiana?
Unfortunately, I couldn't uncover all the details. But we know enough. We stick together, follow the plan, and everything will sort itself out in the end. I'm sure of it. This is much bigger than anything any of us has done before. If you want to back out, this is your chance.
One organization holding this much power is against everything I believe in. And besides, this is personal for me. Count me in.
The great rat catcher is telling me this plan will get us all killed. I wouldn't mind so much, but he needs me to continue the fight against the Rat King.
Igor, you know I always have your back, but this is insane. This mission needs more preparation. I can't support a plan that doesn't have my full confidence.
This is bullshit. You're asking us to walk blindly into something that could very well be a trap. Oh, why didn't you prepare better?
It's your choice if you don't want to help. I can't force you. I appreciate your trust. We can't count on the element of surprise, but we know enough about NAR's vulnerabilities to make this work. Time and again, NAR has shown they would rather capture than kill me. We can use this to our advantage. We'll dress somebody up as an NAR officer, escorting a prisoner. Me. That's our ticket inside. We have 2 NAR uniforms, both male. Any takers?
You should take someone who can keep his cool when things go sideways, as they inevitably do. Trust me on that.
NAR must have upgraded its digital defense perimeter and surveillance system by now. A skillful hacker should be able to at least temporarily disable them. Looks like we're missing a tech guy. I'll just have to make do. I need someone to cover our asses in case we end up in the shit. Someone who can take down a target from a distance, or at least create a diversion.
Firearms are my preferred method of solving problems, but I can definitely distract them.
Thinking it over a bit more, I don't think we need a sniper or operations person. If we stick to the plan, everything should go smoothly. Last but not least, a spy. I want someone to monitor NAR activities and keep us informed about their moves. Nobody with the skills to pull this off? Tough break, but we soldier on. Does everyone know what to do? Last chance to reconsider. I thought it through, and we're not ready yet. We need more time.
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end like this. Go. Die. Fade. Portal. Help. Die. Igor. Mikhail wanted you to wipe out the NAR servers, but you chose to look for more information about me instead. Go ahead, Igor. change the past.
Did he just blow himself up? God damn it! Mikhail! Mikhail!
I'm fine, but don't come near the building. I think the charges were too close to the chemical dump. What do you think is in those barrels? Fuck! Maybe you should call Gazprom's emergency line.
Just get the hell out of there!
Don't worry about me. Just wipe the servers. Go to www.heartisalonelyhunter.ru, download Smelly Panties of Doom, and execute. I wish you could search the data, but you only get to enter a single command before it boots you out, so no typos.
Fuck this maniac, Igor. Query the database while you got the chance.
It's done. I hope it hurts.
You saved Mikhail from poisonous gas, but he decided to go his own way. Let's see how it all plays out when you change this memory.
Igor? Hey, what are you doing here? Oh my... Holy... Fuck. Did I do all this?
We barely made it out alive. The gas masks must have been faulty, but the hallucinogen should wear off fairly quickly.
I am so goddamn tired. I think I saw my mother. I must be dying or something. Just leave me here.
Why don't you come back to the warehouse with me? You need rest. Don't freak out, okay? I'll open the portal, and you can come back to the base.
These events have not happened yet, as the future is not predetermined. Come back later, Igor. You went to the NAR base and confronted Georgy Semenov about his involvement in my kidnapping, but he tried to convince you that he's not a villain. You believed his explanation. Go ahead and change the timeline. See what it does to your reality.
I don't care about the future. I care about the truth. But I'm going to get it out of you, one way or another.
Igor, please. Let's talk this out calmly, like men of science.
I will ask you one last time. Where is Tatiana?
Igor, please. Listen to reason.
Do you want to learn about your personal threshold for pain? I said talk!
All right, all right. but it's still Kozlov's fault. You have to believe me. Tanya is in the power plant, I swear it. Kozlov is keeping her there. Listen to me, Igor. This is important. You understand that what I'm trying to accomplish here is bigger than you or me.
Shut your goddamn mouth! I can't listen to any more of your excuses.
You can't leave him alive, Mousy. He will thwart our plan. He will bring about the end of the world and the reign of the Rat King.
Don't do anything you'll regret later, Igor. You're better than them. Remember that. More practically speaking, you might need the old bastard later.
You won't hurt anyone, ever again. This ends now.
I see I was wrong about you. You're an insect just like the rest of them. Mark me, you will regret this for the rest of your life. You will never save Tatiana without my help!
You found Galib. You released him. You brought Koslov in for group interrogation. Afterwards, you decided that you couldn't risk keeping him alive. Let's try again with this particular memory, shall we?
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprised? I guess you're not all-knowing after all.
Let's say terrorist hideouts are not my department, but I know everything I need to know. Is this a family meeting? What a pity. I thought we were going to talk man-to-man, Professor Kaminyuk.
What the fuck? Why did you bring this asshole here? You were supposed to punish him for what he did, and then leave his corpse as an example.
My poor fellow. I suppose you expect me to acknowledge you and apologize for something I've done. Sadly, I am forced to disappoint you. I have no idea who you are, nor do I care.
I don't like this one bit. Let's put an end to this, and fast.
You should be careful with that one, Kaminyuk. Women are often far more cruel than men. I've seen her kind in... well, it hardly matters. What about you, old man? Still chasing ghosts? Did you ever find your mysterious Rat King? Perhaps you should have stayed in the institution. At least they kept you properly fed. Sashko Horobets. I admire your craft, but there's nothing I can do for you. Or your brother.
We'll see about that.
Are we done with introductions? Let's get to it then.
You seem to be the most reasonable of this gang of colorful misfits. I was hoping you and I could have a civilized conversation.
I know exactly what you're doing. It isn't particularly clever or original, and it's not going to work.
What am I doing? I am a professional who happens to be on the other side of the fence. Just a man trying to do his job. I have a nephew that I very much want to see. So, go ahead and ask your questions. When you're satisfied, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years old. He's from Magnitogorsk, like his father and me, and he's the smartest kid I know. I don't believe for one moment that you could harm him. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is.
Do not assume to know me, Koslov. That would be a mistake. How do I enter that power plant?
You're placing me in a very awkward position. You want me to divulge information that may lead to casualties among my men and the civilian staff.
You've got a real nerve talking to me about civilian casualties. I can't believe you would try that. Again, what is the password and response for accessing the power plant?
Don't be stupid. You and your merry band of tramps will never make it out of the power plant alive.
I don't care. Do you know where we are right now?
No. I don't understand it, this place. But let's skip the guessing game and you just tell me.
We are currently in the tunnel between two singularities. It's like a black hole, only smaller. This tunnel is a shortcut through time and space. Marvelous, isn't it? But to use it, you need to know how to enter and how to leave.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Do you? I don't have to kill you. I can simply leave you here. But don't count on dying anytime soon. Time dilation will ensure that you don't. You will never see your nephew again. But perhaps I will release you to attend his funeral when he's died of old age.
I can see that your companion's cruel nature is beginning to rub off on you. Very well.
Are you ready to cooperate now? If you lie to me, I will return and it won't go well for you.
The call is, we quell the storm. The response, and ride the thunder.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. What to do with you now, eh?
It's too dangerous to let him live. I believe we already agreed on that.
I want to ask him about wrestling fast.
He's mine. I want him to experience a slow descent into hell. Fucker!
He's just a tool of the Rat King. He told you everything of value already. Do not let this rodent roam free. He can still do great damage to our cause, more even than before.
I'm not a murderer. I've only ever killed when I had no other choice. You can go.
Thank you. I knew you were a reasonable man. An honorable man. What now?
You have to leave NAR, disappear, and never return. Otherwise, you and I will have another conversation. And it won't be a light-hearted chat next time.
All I care about is my nephew. I swear that you will never see me again.
You brought Koslov in for group interrogation and then decided that he didn't deserve to die. You met with Koslov in his office and kidnapped him. The Black Stalker accused you of working with Semenov. You denied it. Let's rearrange the timeline, Igor.
I told you to return to the UK, Igor, but I see you didn't listen. Well, it's understandable in a way. You're constantly interfering in everyone's business. You're the wild card of the zone. There's no telling if you'll end up on the side of the heroes or the rats.
You're talking gibberish.
You think I don't know you've been talking to Semenov? Perhaps even Koslov? Who else, I wonder? But your little gang of misfits and rejects has no idea you're playing both sides.
How do you...
You really are naive, aren't you, Igor? like a lost little boy. That big brain of yours still can't comprehend what's really going on. Perhaps you're not so special after all.
Rat? Why did he call you a rat, Mousy?
They're using you, and you can't even see it. Did you ever think to stop running everyone's errands for 5 minutes and ask yourself why you're here? Why you're really here?
You're insane. Chernobylite is messing with your mind. Listen, I never sold anyone out. Someone sent me a picture of Tatiana, and I saw her in my dreams. She called out for me to find her.
You're a goddamn liar. She would never. No, you don't belong here.
It's the truth, and I can tell you believe it.
You're delusional. Semenov used the photograph to lure you here, to get you to mess with my plans. He made you his puppet, whether you realize it or not.
I was never anyone's puppet, neither Semenov's nor Kozlov's. Besides, why do you even care? They're your pals, aren't they? You're as much a part of NAR as they are. You work together on Chernobylite.
Yet again you show off your profound ignorance, as if it was something to boast about. You know nothing about me, nothing about my work, nothing about Tatiana. Or perhaps it's not simple ignorance. Yes. Perhaps it's something intentional. You've been its unwitting tool this whole time. How could I not have seen it? It's gotten into you, manipulated you from the inside, compelled you to act out its will. You think you control Chernobylite, but in fact, it controls you, your emotions and wishes, your feeble hopes. You've been its slave all along.
So it was you. It has been you this whole time.
What the hell are you talking about? I've put up with your crap long enough. I think it's time we had a conversation.
Oh, yes. Definitely, Igor. Or should I call you Son of the Rat King?
This is nonsense. Every day you're seeing ghosts and talking shit. And now this. How is anyone supposed to take you seriously, Tarakan?
It's Sergei.
What?
My name is Sergei. I remember now. You see, the Rat King has always been with me, for as long as I can remember. I accepted it as my life's calling. The mission to hunt him down, expose him, prevent the end of the world. But I never truly knew why. It was almost like I was born in this place, destined to wander the marshes and woods. Except that I wasn't born here. I was reborn.
I don't follow.
I always felt there was something hidden inside of me. A terror scratching at my soul from the inside. But there was no way for me to grasp it. It was too deep to reach it. But when I heard the Black Stalker talking to you, talking about Tatiana, everything came back to me. Just like that.
You're saying you lost your memory somehow, and now it came back? Is that it?
It was like a dam bursting. A flood of... I'm still trying to figure out what it all means. I remember my childhood in a monastery far, far away from here. My father was an Orthodox priest. My mother, a devout, God-fearing woman. She would tell me bedtime stories about the approaching apocalypse. About the king of rats who will rise from the underground and herald the end of the world. I remember my daring escape from that haunted place. My studies at Leningrad Polytechnica. The KGB seeking me out for my natural talents in mathematics and electronics.
You were the KGB? Who are you really? I wonder if maybe you just finally lost it, old man.
Hardly. I'm more lucid now than I've been in decades. I was assigned to the Duga project. I didn't know what it was at the time. When I found out, well, I raised some objections. I remember Tatiana. We both paid the price for trying to expose them. My former colleagues pumped me full of psychedelics and had me locked away in a mental institution. The things they did to me, unimaginable. Electroshock, LSD, massive doses of psilocybin. Sergei Vasiliev was gone, drooling and shitting himself in a padded cell. When I finally woke up, I was Tarakan, the holy warrior sworn to combat the forces of the Rat King.
I'm sorry, Tara. Yes, Sergei. But this all sounds a bit...
I can't trust you anymore, Igor. The Chernobylite is in you now. I can't even be sure I'm actually talking to you, or to this thing.
What? Now you're really talking crazy. We don't really know what this thing is. And besides, it influences everyone, even you.
This is different. What that Black Stalker said about Chernobylite, and you confirmed it yourself today at the mass grave. It's a living thing, a beast with 1,000 of faces. You are one of those faces.
Please, listen.
No, I'm done listening. All this time I've been searching for a man. But Chernobylite is the Rat King, and you are its lackey. It manipulated you to come to the zone. Semenov may have sent you the picture of Tatiana, but it was Chernobylite that brought you here.
What are you talking about? I kept dreaming about Tanya, and...
Ask yourself, were you dreaming? Or was the Chernobylite perhaps dreaming you? Who are you really, Igor? What are you? I pity you, Igor. I'm leaving now, but this isn't over yet. You are an abomination. I cannot let you roam free.
Уважаемые товарищи, внимание, внимание! Городской совет народных депутатов
Welcome, welcome. Fancy some trading?
I have to ask. We're in the middle of nowhere. What are you even doing out here?
Out here, everything is in the middle of nowhere, my friend. Sometimes you need to get off the beaten path to find a solid business opportunity. I learned that from Warren Buffett.
You've met Warren Buffett?
No. I've watched his motivational videos on YouTube, though. Basically the same thing.
All right, show me what you've got, Mr. Invisible Hand. I think I've done enough trading for now. Good luck building your fortune, Mr. Invisible Hand.
Haha, thanks. But I'll make my own luck.